Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to part 3 of the game that I like to call Stellaris. This is the New Horizons Star Trek mod for Paradox's Stellaris. I'd like to just start by apologising for any noises you can hear in the background. Once again, my neighbour is having some work done, different neighbour this time on the other side, and there are some workmen right outside my office on scaffolding, and they're not the slightest bit bothered about the amount of noise they make. So this mod basically takes the game that is already Stellaris and turns it into a Star Trek themed Stellaris. It adds a lot of the races in from Star Trek. We've encountered some form of alien vessel in the Sol system. These strange objects have been flagged as gamma aliens. Until we can learn more about them, we should proceed with caution. Interesting.
Research complete.
Maybe we want to investigate these gamma aliens and see what they are. We have completed a research, which is our destroyer. So let's get you working on advanced starship designs. Probably something we need. Again, you'll see lots of missing icons and things. The actual mod is in beta, so there are going to be placeholders and bits and pieces missing. That is to be expected. Sol monitoring stations have detected an alien probe on a direct course for Earth. All attempts to hail the probe have been met with silence, and as such, we must now presume the vessel to be hostile. Red alert and pause. Let's just go down to speed 1. Can we actually see where it is? You are there, are you? It's the Xindi probe. Now that's certainly something that happens in got a lot of hull points, not a great deal of military power. Maybe we can do some damage to it. We'll go and take our fleet and we'll see if we can engage it. The first human colony. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Alpha Centauri Prime. This temperate forest region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary source of power. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first human city on an alien world. Apart from Mars, of course. So, let's get over here and see if we can take out this probe. Now, we do have more military power than the probe. We are on, like, mega speed. I went up to the fastest speed for some reason. Let's keep our eye on this. It's quite possible that this probe is going to do us a fair bit of damage. Not sure if it's actually firing back at us right now. At the same time, I don't think we're actually doing any damage to the probe itself. Can we just pause and have a look at this? Yeah, there's the old Xindi probe. And we've just got our little frigates. I mean, we can't do an awful lot with these. We might do some damage to it. It's certainly not slowing down. Maybe it's supposed to reach Earth. I mean, obviously it's part of the Star Trek canon. If you've seen Enterprise, the story with the Xindi, we are doing some damage to it. We're barely touching its hull though. It's got a lot of armor. We don't have an awful lot of damage that we can try and output here. And it's certainly not stopping to try and fight back. It's literally just gunning it as fast as it can. Maybe once it gets within range of our station, we can do some damage to it. But I think that's going to take a while. But we'll keep hitting it with everything that we've got. These are the maximum number of ships we're allowed to have at the moment because of our naval capacity. We haven't even got rid of a quarter of its hull at the moment. Glorious Axis. Surely we shouldn't be the Glorious Axis. Surely we should be the Federation. Click to rename. Surely that should be the Federation, right? Or actually, if it'll fit, the United Federation of Planets. There we go. That's what it should be. So, let's continue to monitor this situation here. Luckily, it's not fighting back. We're not taking any damage from it. So, this is really just an arms race. It's still going to take quite some time to get there. Unfortunately, we don't really have any other way to slow it down. We've only taken a quarter of the hull off so far. And it's not like we have any real way to weaken it down any. Or, yeah, it's done no damage to me at all. It's inflicted no damage. All of our damage is mostly light phaser cannons. But we've got a few nuclear torpedoes as well. Most of which is being absorbed by its hull and its armour. So it does have some armour that's keeping it up. I'm just hoping that once it gets close enough to this station... I'm not too sure this station's actually going to be... That's the lunar mining station. It's this one that I want. This station, yeah, border control. Requires a level 3 spaceport. Planet border extrusion, 20% migration, attraction 50%. It's really the wrong icon for that. It looks like some sort of weapon. But, yeah, we'd have to upgrade the spaceport to do that one. Can we actually upgrade the spaceport? Yeah, we might as well start working on that, to be honest. Let's keep our eye on the fight, though. Now, we are getting close to Earth.
Long-range scan of planet complete.
And we've got some other stuff done. Who has gained a level? That's one of our scientists. The USS Challenger. And you've surveyed the Wolf system. That's great. Looks like you're already working towards the next system, so we don't care about that too much. So let's go back to this fight. Again, it's not really a fight. It's just how much damage can we inflict before the probe reaches Earth. It's almost at Earth, and we've only, well, we've not quite taken down half of its hull yet. That thing's got a lot of armour.
Is under attack. Starbase is under attack.
Right, now it's attacking the starbase, but the starbase has a lot of power of its own. What's that? That's the lunar mining station. So the question is, how much damage can we do to it, if at all? Its hull's going down a lot faster now than it was, but apparently it got close enough. The alien probe cut through Earth's defences with ease before taking up position in geosynchronous orbit. After several minutes of apparent inactivity, the probe fired a condensed energy beam at the surface of the planet, burning a large swathe across eastern African coast to ashes before powering down. I thought it was America in the series. I can't remember now. I was almost certain it was in America. The few remaining ground batteries and a contingent from Mars Defense Perimeter on a patrol near Jupiter at the time of the attack were able to take advantage of the pause and successfully destroy the vessel. It will take weeks to fully assess the extent of the casualties in Africa, but the preliminary analysis indicates the total could reach nearly several 100 million. The people of Earth are shocked by the losses as they turn to Prime Minister Nathan Samuels to answer the question, who sent this weapon of mass destruction? So, let's just pause up there a little bit. The Xindi probe is down. That particular battle is over. Let's go ahead and take our fleet and get them to... we want you to orbit Earth. Orbit. You're not the owner of this fleet. Am I not? Am I not the owner of my own fleet? There we go. Oh, this is... Who are you? Are you the Vulcans? Oh, the Vulcans were here, not really helping out. Okay, that's fine. Well, you can return to Earth. We do have something here that we can go and analyse. So we'll queue up our science ship to research that when it's finished its current mission. We are currently not making any money at all, which is interesting. Why are we not making any money? Where is all that going? Ship maintenance, building maintenance, station maintenance, colony. Oh, it's the colony, of course. It's the colony that's costing us money. It won't take too long before that's done. So another 5 months we'll be out of all that rubbish. So we're not too bothered about that. Inactive buildings. So we've got a food building here with nobody working it. You might as well move there, because 4 food is better than 1 food. So we'll keep working on that. Now, this is Earth, so we could definitely go ahead and clear some of these tile blockers. So let's go ahead and clear the terrain. What about Mars? Is there anything we can clear here on Mars? There is not. Timed project. Long time left on that, so we don't have to worry too much about that. We are now in a negative balance. Let's go up to speed 2 for the time being. And what exactly is our science ship up to? You are still working on that system. That's fine. Secondary deflector dish is done. So we need a new research. Optical cores would give us tracking, chance to hit, gravity plating, gives us inertial dampeners, which is chance to evade. Phase discriminators gives us more weapons range and fire rate. Let's go for the phase discriminators. One thing we can do now as well is we should be able to design a new type of ship. And in fact, we can. We have the Enterprise class destroyer. I'm pretty sure that the Enterprise wasn't a destroyer. I can't remember the name of the class now that the Enterprise had. That looks like the original Enterprise from the Enterprise show. Can't remember its designation now. NCC something or other. It wasn't the 1701. What have we got here on this anyway? We've got some light phase cannons. We've got some nuke torpedoes. Now, what do these things do? Emergency bulkheads give us ship hull points. Security station gives us additional tracking. Crew quarters gives us hull regeneration. Okay. It's not a bad little ship. We probably... I'm okay leaving these on auto best for now. Are there any different hull types we can choose for this one? There are not. So I think we'll try and get at least one or two of these out. How much do they cost us? Let's have a quick look. Let's just go back to Earth. Let's have a look at the spaceport. If we were to want to build one of these, 765 minerals, which is very expensive. And it requires 11. It's a ship size of 11. Which is well outside of our range at the moment.
Station complete.
Spaceport has been upgraded. We can't upgrade to the next level of spaceport. We still can't get this, unfortunately. So we've got nothing to use there. We don't have a spaceport in Mars either. So we could go ahead and build a spaceport over there. I'm not entirely convinced that we need one right now.
Colonization was successful.
There we go. We have got our colony. That is really good. Because that now means that we can start doing some work here. We don't have an awful lot of good tiles to work, and we need to clear some of this stuff out. So we need to get the sciences to clear those, but we're not losing money anymore. We need to find somewhere where we can actually get some more energy. There's a fair bit over here, so let's go ahead and send the construction ship there. And we'll go ahead and try and get some energy coming in. What have we got there? That's a ship we don't recognise. That's one of the Andorran fleets. Is the Andorran in the Federation? No, it's just the Vulcan High Command and United Earth. And the Vulcan is the Coalition President. It's not properly a Federation, really. This shouldn't be the Federation of Planets. Is there a list of... Yes, factions... No, not factions. Tech... Contacts. The Orions has closed borders with the Vulcan High Command. The Vulcans are superior to us, which is fine. The Andorran Empire is part of... It does, they are a member of the United Federation of Planets. So why couldn't I see you on this list? Why aren't you showing as being there? It says they're a member. That's really weird. Could be a bug with the mod, could be a bug with the base game, or it could just be me missing something that I am unaware of.
Long-range scan of planet complete.
Construction ship has arrived exactly where it is supposed to be. So let's go and get some energy. So we definitely want to go and build a mining station there. And then we'll build a mining station here as well. We'll get some minerals and some energy credits. Let's queue both of those up, actually. So that's a nice little location. Surveyed that system. That is fine. Because our science ship is probably now going to go and research that. So we've got some veterancy on our fleets. We do have slightly more fleet usage now, but it's still nowhere near enough to do anything useful. And do you know what we probably could do with, actually? If we can afford it. This is something that I normally do. Is get another science ship. Having another science ship would really make this a lot easier. I love that Pajem is on the Andorran border. That is totally canon. Because again, if you've watched Enterprise, you will know that the Andorrans for the longest time were accusing the Vulcans of spying on them from a monastery that was on Pajem. So it's all looking like it should. There's Tau Ceti. Some good gems
Station
down there.
Complete.
Looks like a lot of the stuff that's getting explored by the Vulcans is giving us access to seeing it. Spaceport. This is our science ship. You need a leader. Let's go and recruit a scientist. Research speed. Anomaly fail risk. Yes, that'll be quite good. This is... Wow, what a name. This is... Mosamotsane Matakwenda. Yeah, of course. Can I rename? Yeah. William Luke, you're in. I'm going to put in names that I can pronounce. There we go. You are going to be the leader of this science ship, and you can go out and start working on some of these other planets, because at the moment we're not really getting an awful lot of exploration done here. I do love the music in this game. Once again, apologies that you guys can't really hear it, but because it is pretty much a combination of the Star Trek music and the Stellaris music, I don't want to risk any copyright claims, so I've got it turned down nice and low. And then we can see the Orions down there. The Orions do not like the Vulcans, apparently. Advanced Starship Designs. Fantastic. So what have we got now? Industrial Fabricators. Some of these are quite quick. Minefields.
Station.
Engineering Facilities. I think we'll go for that one. We'll go for the minefield. Try and build our ships up. I mean, I know this is not really a game where we're looking at being aggressive, but we certainly want to be able to defend ourselves. Campaign to elect a new Prime Minister is underway. We can spend influence points to try and get someone specific to be the Prime Minister. Quite happy for it to still be Nathan, to be honest. So we'll go ahead and support him. That'll be fine. And carry on ruling from there. We have an inactive building. And that's this one there. Why have you moved out of that building? It doesn't make sense. Or maybe we lost population. It's a little bit weird. Okay, so... do we want to build anything anywhere else? If we build down on Tau Ceti, we could get some more minerals. Although our mineral gain isn't terrible right now. Nathan Samuels has been re-elected. Now then. And why does it keep saying spatial rift detected? There's no enemies spotted. I'm not necessarily sure that that is the most useful vocal warning audio cue to have. It doesn't really help me out with anything there. Yeah, we need to sort of look at some of these other star systems that are away. We need to look at some of these star systems that are away from the Andorran Empire's space, so we can actually go and see if there's any extra resources that we can grab, to be fair. I mean, it looks like the Vulcans are doing a lot of stuff down here.
Spatial rift detected.
Encounter in Ax Microscopy. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the X Microscopy system. These strange objects have been flagged as Epsilon aliens. Okay. Oh, birth of space piracy. Okay, so things have paused up. Alarming reports are coming in from the frontiers of our space. Since we developed space travel, violent fringe groups on Earth have departed our homeworld in increasing numbers, spurning the spaceways of our spurning the peaceful ways of our society. These misguided individuals call themselves the Steel Claws and have converted several civilian vessels into warships. They now prey on civilian shipping as pirates and their wanton attacks have led to many deaths. Drastic measures need to be needed to protect our people. Okay, we'll sort that out. So we've got these Epsilon aliens. What's that other thing we've got? The minor mandate. This is to... elected on a platform of increasing mineral output by building mining stations in orbit around sustainable planets. So we need to build 4 mining stations, which we can do. Low profile hull. Reduce ship hull points, but increased chance to evade. Let's go for defense satellites. I think they might be slightly more useful. Now then, what are you doing? You are surveying... You're doing that project, or at least you should be. Yep, you're going to head over there and do that. That's fine. We've got a hostile fleet now. That's the... They are the Steel Claws. Those are the other aliens. Let's go ahead and get our fleet over to here, because we might need to deal with these guys. In fact, they're heading to Alpha Centauri. Are you guys already moving? Can you not stop? First fleet. Get over there. Need you to sort these guys out as quickly as possible. We also need to investigate those aliens. So let's go and see if we can find who they are. Now then, how long is it going to take us to get there? We're about equally matched. In fact, we're slightly better than they are. There we go. We should be able to go and engage them soon.
Special project complete.
That is the Xindi probe done. Engineering teams have successfully analysed the wreckage of the alien probe. Certain quantum markers in the hull material indicate exposure to a class of subspace anomalies frequent to the Delphic Expanse, a turbulent region coreward. The vessel's damaged computer core reveals almost nothing short of the name of the alien race, Xindi. Determined to prevent further incursions into United Earth space, the Admiralty has proposed a mission into the Delphic Expanse to gain additional intelligence. Okay, acknowledged. But I think
Spatial rift detected.
that is probably a good place to end this video. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Stellar Trek, and I will see you on the next episode. Until then, goodbye for now.